Michelle Whitmore was the first woman in the history of the National Guard to be killed in action. 7 years after her death, her family works to keep her hopes and dreams alive.
How you doing? Long way from Tampa, Florida, but we had some questions. A bunch of people were wondering about their money and their tuition.
The next time we spotted him picking up his mail, we confirmed the pattern. And while clutching the bogus invoices, the BBB says Opes sent to several different companies, it was time to ask him what was going on.
Are you just ripping these people off? Come on, Scott, give us a second. Scott Opes may have ran from our cameras right here in Vegas when we busted him a few years back.
RobKoebel is live at Bayshore with this story. Lots of people out there, Rob.
Oh, a lot of people out here, Charles. You can still hear the Christmas carols playing right now, and take a look around here. People still shopping, looking for some great after-Christmas deals.
That's almost $1,400 of your taxpayer dollars.
I was in pursuit of somebody that was very dangerous. I came back, my badge was gone. Do you think I should have paid for my badge, Rob?
Well, no, I'm not saying that you should pay for the badge. But I also have here, Chief, though, too. Yeah. And there are, I totally understand, expandable wands and batons when they're chasing a suspect. But a lot of these reports here, they're just careless, lost badges.
That's exactly right, Mike. Now, with just days left to campaign for the seat, both are gearing up to fight to the very bitter end.
Well, I can tell you this will be the last time you see this fake ID, because we're going to cut it up right here, make sure that it's not used.
You know, there's so much that's happened here, right over there in that end zone's where Bart Starr went over, you know, right at the 1 yard line.
And he says he loves the diehard Packer fans who will do anything to support their team.
If that means freezing your tail off,
that's on aluminum seats, that's exactly it. Like your fathers and forefathers before you.
It's part of the tradition, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Well, those animal control employees are still inside going through all the ones that they confiscated today, trying to figure out exactly what they have.
Well, it's the night no one can forget, the night a frantic naked boy escaped from Dahmer's apartment pleading for help, only to be taken back to the killer by the very cops who could have saved him.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. I was wondering, do you guys buy gold?
Yes,
you do.
She weighs the ring right in front of me and explains that the gold will be used as scrap metal.
When we're gonna melt it, we're gonna remove the stone.
Yeah, the stone's not anything yet. I was just trying to get an idea.
She disappears for a few seconds and comes back with a price.
$150 the most.
Okay.
Almost $100 less than what I estimated it at. Off to another shop.
$2 1/4? Okay.
$225, a big difference from our first stop.
So I would say I'm a pimp of some of the great concepts that seekingarrangement.com stands for.
That's the site's creator.
I think the media likes to focus on the escortish portion of it, but really it's not.
So the I-team goes undercover and goes out on a date to test out his claim.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Las Vegas.
Come along as we catch a plane to Sin City, ready with our own little surprise for the CEO of the website.
Is that I actually signed up and built a profile on your site. You didn't know that, did you?
No, I had no idea.
And I went out on an arrangement.
Oh, you did?
Brandon Wade is the CEO and founder of the website. The MIT grad says the concept behind it is simple.
And that's being brutally honest up front about what you want and what you can get out of a relationship. A relationship needs to be mutually beneficial.
And in this case, that means sugar babies negotiate monthly allowances or lavish gifts in order to spend time with their date. That brings the I-team here to the founder of Elite Sports' front door. This is the woman we're trying to find, Stacy Jensen. She's easy to find online. These are the photos of her on her company's website. No answer. So the I-team finds Deb Schmitz, the company's co-founder.
Can we ask you some questions? Hey, Deb, just 1 second. We had some questions about the charity.
She wouldn't even get out of the car. The I-team continued to reach out to Elite. Phone calls, texts, emails.
It's Rob.
Well, that's right. The issue looks like it was captured using a cell phone camera. Now, the person that posted it online, he's trying to prove that there's voter fraud going on inside the Wisconsin State Assembly. This is Representative Joel Clayfish. You can clearly see him in this video, now blasted on YouTube. The video shows the rep placing a vote for an absent member. Did you break a rule?
It depends how you interpret the rule.
And here is the rule. Only the members present in the assembly chamber may vote. So what is going on with Clayfish, who admits he voted for another rep?
The bathroom counts as the chamber, and the parlor counts as the chamber if you're grabbing something to eat.
In fact, Representative Jason Fields says it happens all the time on both sides, Republicans and Democrats.
Yeah, it's been done where, you know, you make sure you have some conversation with your seatmate to understand where they're at.
Both lawmakers claim it's not breaking the rules because technically the representative's still in the chamber. The I-Team has confronted the state on this issue before, back in 1996, back when Governor Scott Walker was a state representative, wanting the behavior to stop and the rules to change.
Why don't you change the rule to apply to just the sort of people that we're talking about who are out of the chambers, who aren't aware of what's going on.
Clayfish has seen the video and calls it another attempt at character assassination.
We're targets. My wife's under a recall. I'm her husband. We're targets. They yell lies at us. They shoot a specific video of me when he could have had video of 24 to 50 other people at that time.
And when I asked the representative, do they consider this voter fraud, they said no, as long as the person that is making that vote for them is doing it the correct way, which they asked them to do. Mike and Carol?
Rob, we saw Scott Walker took a stand against this practice years ago. Did he have any comment tonight?
Oh, that's a great question. In fact, we reached out to the governor's spokesperson. He has not returned a phone call yet, but I hope to hear back from him tomorrow.
Okay.
Live in Madison, Rob Koebel. Back to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Rob.
And the best advice we can give is do your homework. And if you love Pawn Stars, I've got good news for you. We're posting the entire interview I had with Chumley online at our website, and he also shares with us the one thing that fans do that drives him crazy. A lot more other stuff, too, about the old man on there.
I see you're still wearing your ring, by the way.
I didn't think it was good enough. There is no price you can put on a Florida Gator ring. Maybe only Wisconsin Badgers would beat that.
That's right.
Okay,
Thanks, Rob.
And now Elite Sports says this is legit, but Michelle is still skeptical this will work out, so we will continue to follow this story to get her answers and her saga. By the way, since the auction, the Jennings Foundation has severed all ties with Stacey Jensen and her company.
Well, hopefully Michelle will get her trip or her money back, preferably the trip.
We'll stay on top of it and make sure.
Absolutely. Right. Thank you, Rob.
And the district hasn't answered us about how and why she was hired. I want to know what you think. Should the district have done a better job looking into her past job history? Email me at rkoebel@todaystmj.com. And Stephen Carroll, not only is she in charge of the school, remember that budget is $6 million.
Now, hopefully MPS will be spurred by this report to tell us something.
Give us more information. We're asking for it.
You'll keep us posted, we know.
Oh, yeah.